I interviewed one of your patients, and one of the things she said, for 58 years, did nothing, not an esthetician, and she had a tough time spending money on herself. She said she felt vain,
Yes.
but when she looked in the mirror, she felt exhausted. And people used to tell her, she would sleep 9 hours, and they would say, are you tired?
Right.
And it's hard to believe people actually even say that. Do you look tired? It's not a nice thing to say to somebody.
No, I know.
But
I know.
Do you
when
hear
people,
that from? I mean, is that typical conversation with every one of your consults?
It's actually one of the questions in we have an outer beauty quiz in my book. And that's one of the questions, because that is the #1 reason patients come to me, is they don't want to look, if they're in their 50s, they don't want to look like they're 20.
Okay.
They want to not look tired. They want the way they feel on the inside to be how they look on the outside, to reflect and to match.
Do they get that back? I mean, do you see transformations where people say, Dr. Mauricio, you've changed my life?
Absolutely. In my book, we actually chronicle patient stories of how the things that we do in our clinic have transformed their lives. These are life-changing things, and you better believe it, my patient Jennifer never in her life thought she would be comfortable in front of a camera. But now I've done so many TV segments with her because she feels confident, she's happier, she's talking to everyone about what she's had.
And her personality, she says,
absolutely
has come out when you have self-confidence. And that's sexy too.
Exactly.
Self-confidence is sexy.
Her husband is so happy. Actually, it's interesting because it was her and her husband who came to me for the consultation. And her husband was the one who said, because Jennifer was feeling guilty about spending money on herself.
Okay.
Her husband told her, I want you to do this. And now that I've seen how Jennifer can look after she's done the Time Machine program, I'm like, no wonder, she's gorgeous. And she's lost that with aging. And you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to really allow yourself to deteriorate. You can get yourself back.